Hey guys, and today I want to talk about it's a video. Actually, like, of course, like everybody else, I get ideas over time, and some of them just disappear again, and I don't remember at all what the hell the idea was. But this one here has been stuck for me for a while, and there was a guy who tweeted it at me and like asked for my opinion on it, and I started to write, like, after watching the YouTube video, I started writing a response like 2 or 3 times, and just I couldn't put it into like a short, like a tweet statement, because it's something that I've been, even before this video, been thinking about, and I've seen streamers and the video I'm talking about, I'll link it in below to it, but it's about this guy who's been like kind of like myself, like sees this streaming thing as a career opportunity. So all of a sudden suddenly you can make a living out of gaming. Whoa, that suits me, wonderful. Tries to do that, commits to it, works full-time besides streaming, tried to jiggle everything, and it all kind of blew up in his face, leaving him with in a situation where everything is a mess. And it's not that I relate, because in that way it's not like my life is at that point, but definitely, like, I've been watching other people, like I often, like daily, there's this classical question. I just started streaming, what advices do you have for me? And I've always tried to like give the advice in like what I did, what I thought was working, and how I felt like I progressed into this world. And people are always talking, adding like it requires luck and and I don't feel like I've been lucky. I feel like I've worked hard, like not so much the later years. Like there's been a lot of hours, but definitely in the beginning. But I also full-time committed. I don't know. It's just, it breaks. It's really like the whole, like he has invested these 3 years into this, and gave up on girlfriends, friends, and yeah, it's and I kind of understand it. Like, it's a dream you need to follow, you need to be willing to commit. And like, if I like look at it on myself, when would I have given up? Let's say it hadn't worked out the way it has, and things were not progressing. When would I say enough is enough? Because I don't think I would be good at it. I don't think that I would be able to go to that point where enough is enough. When would I say fair enough, this is not for me? And also, what is it that makes it, like, what makes me at least more successful than other people? And of course, I'm not top level, but I'm doing okay. Yeah, as I also, like, I've talked about, like, you can have maybe 200 viewers on a regular basis, but you can make decent money out of 200 if they're like the right kind of 200 kind of. And I don't do it for the money at all. Like, and that's of course easy to say. The money is a necessity to make it full-time, but the reason why I want to do this is just because I love to do it, and that it's now a possibility because of making an income. That's fine, but I'm not. I have none of my dreams in life, goals in life, is to own a very expensive car, or a very expensive house, or like my goals and dreams are more. Have a family. I have 2 kids now. I love my job. I love to go to work most days. There is definitely days where, especially during the challenge, now that the challenge is done, it's a lot easier to juggle. But there were some days where like just those, like where those 2 hours also just became a drag, because just need to get them out of the way, like that kind of a logic. But often when then I started the stream, and then time would fly by and it wouldn't be a problem, but more the, you know, I had to be home in like a half an hour, man, need to start stream, like that logic. But when then I was first home and started the stream, it would always be wonderful and nice and not a problem. It was never unless even the tablet streams, like from hotels, was actually rather like cozy and nice. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just good at talking for 2 hours straight. I don't know. I've been watching some of my viewers stream over the past several years now, and I really hope they stream out of a passion and not for like a dream back in their heads where suddenly they would start getting viewers and this is now their dream and they want to make a living out of playing video games. Because I don't know, like it seems like there's this misconception where some people think that a streamer is just a guy who plays video games and then on top of it just streams it on the side. Like it doesn't feel like, it doesn't have any kind of place in his mind when doing like. And that's definitely not, like, this is a job. Like the reason why people pay money to a streamer is because they're entertained. So you need to provide entertainment. There's of course a lot of different ways to do this, and that's where the heartaches come. And maybe you're just as a person very entertaining doing whatever you do, and that's also fine. But I also see the type of streamers who play, turn on the stream, ignore the stream, don't talk to the stream. Or maybe if a guy writes in chat, the streamer becomes like, "Hi, you like my stream? Does it sound good? Is it really good to be here? You like? Why are you not responding?" Like goes like 200% on that one viewer, and it's like, and a lot of streamers also come up with the wonderful excuse is the wrong term. But yeah, it's so hard to stream when there's nobody in chat. That's really like the logic. Like myself, I every time I watch a streamer, I pretty much lurk. Unless it's in Lobber's stream, then I just want to like fling swear words at him, just for fun. But I fully understand the heartaches and the. It's a wonderful job if you succeed in it. But damn, man, I and even when you a bit more successful, it's even still fucking hard. Like playing Fortnite for me gives me what, 50 viewers, and then should I follow the trend or should I stay Counter-Strike? Like there's always decisions. Now I'm trying to do more YouTube stuff, and I finally start to have time. I also feel like my stream is going wonderfully because like the last month alone, I've been able to work so much more dedicated, getting the sleep I need, so I'm more energized when streaming. And all my regulars are mean as always, so they'll just ignore everything I say. Oh, damn them. Also, actually like the last couple of days in FPL has been terrible. I've been playing like, I don't know. I think that the classic, like I'm getting pressured now by knowing that I'm in the money, and I'm mentally just disappeared. I don't know why this video, like it's stuck in my head. It hasn't been able to like get away. And there's like several of my own viewers who started streaming that I can easily see in this, like been streaming for a year or two and still stuck at that annoying like beginning area where like viewers are not coming, followers are not coming. And I'm sitting there and not understanding why are they not successful in some way or form? Because there's also obvious things that I can see that they're not doing, and then they're not doing it properly. But at the same time, it's not like I cannot do it for them, and I don't even think I'm capable of explaining to them what they're doing wrong. And even though they're like good people, nice guys, and I like to spend time with them and everything, I don't know. I also kind of hope that my advice is just not do this to a person, like commit too much. Like if you look at my way of starting the stream and everything and doing like my thing, I started streaming as a hobby. I just quit poker, started school, going from grinding poker 10 hours a day at your PC to streaming, studying. Like I just studied online and got money, and then like, so suddenly I had like 1 billion hours to kill a day because, well, I'm not that dumb. So reading 10 pages and explain what's on them takes me 5 minutes. So that was pretty much I had school for like 5 minutes and then off the rest of the day. So I started streaming as doing, I think it was chapter 3 release, where I tried to like world record things and just played hardcore, like the old Diablo 2 classic ladder resets and stuff. Like you just went hard and grind. And I saw Kripparrian stream, and he was like ahead in front, and I was kind of like on one monitor. I had him and watched how far people were, and like all the information in chat and stuff like that, so I could kind of follow how far people were. And that was wonderful, that was awesome. But after that, it kind of like, I had been watching Dota and the internationals and other things, and I definitely enjoyed all this. Counter-Strike was not released at the time, I think. Maybe it was just, don't think it was fully released. Maybe it was still in beta. It was not the good Counter-Strike. There's not matchmaking, there's not anything of the good shit, there's no ranks, no nothing. If it was released, I don't think it was. My eyes opened for this world, and I decided just to do it as a hobby thing, because I had a PC, I had a pretty good PC for playing poker, because when you have to have like 30-40 tables up of any programs pretty much, it needs to be a decent PC. So I had a i7 something early on for poker, and so this PC was fine for streaming at the time. It was not the best, obviously, but it was okay for like a hobby thing. And I didn't accept donations, there was nothing called subscriptions. I just streamed because I liked it. And Counter-Strike came as sent from heaven, a game I've always loved to play. So it was fairly easy to dive into, and yeah, so it's just kind of like naturally grew. Like I think that in like the process of like maybe where I streamed as a hobby like for 5 months, I would imagine. I think it's 5 months. I can't remember fully. Where I started with Path of Exile, then Counter-Strike came, and just pretty much played Counter-Strike from that point on, and like tried to do it as professionally as you can as a hobby, but still like having focus on overlays and stuff like that. Everything you could do to try and make the stream look good, and I really enjoyed it. Then the wife and I decided to move to Greenland. When I was in Greenland, I had this idea of doing something with streaming, but it was on a different level. Like I wanted to take and merge the idea of television and streaming and find a budget for it. I did find a couple of people who's willing to throw in the money, but they wanted like too much of the cake if they could throw that kind of money in, and then I couldn't, like the whole idea of selling it to people and make it just didn't work. But I kind of like, I think my mom pushed me in the direction, as I said many times. I'm just being away from streaming as a hobby. I just realized that that's what I wanted to do. And I felt like I was doing well, and I felt like if I had more time, more commitment, and could like commit 100%, I would be able to make it as a full-time streamer. As I said, I think I've reached like a 50 viewers or something in like 5 months period, where like that was freaking awesome at the time. In my opinion, like I loved having 50 viewers and having chat, and like a lot of the people who's from back then is still there. And so I just said to my wife, listen here, this is my passion, this is my life. If you want to be whatever, you can go and do that. I want to be a streamer. I'm going 100% on this. And she said, no, that's weird. And I said, yeah. I did it anyway. And I started streaming every day, 10-12 hours a day, and took me 5 months, I think, from coming back home till I had partnership. And I think I was like averaging around 100-150 viewers, something like that. Wonderful times. Hard work, dedication, but Jesus Christ, I don't know if my way was like the right way to do it, but at least I knew what it was before I committed fully. And I think that maybe being the morale of the story. This is like, we'll take this as another test try. Is this something content you would like or not? Because I enjoy this. Like I can talk on everything for hours. So, but yeah, thanks for listening for the past 17 minutes, and I'm out. See you guys.